Good day, my craft along buddies. This is Jennifer with Just Crafting Along. Welcome to my channel. Well, good day, my crafts along buddies, and welcome back. Today we're going to dive right into wax seals. I did dive into wax seals just because of Crafter's Companion. You all know that I'm a big fan of Crafter's Companion. I was getting an auto ship, a sentiment bundle that included wax sealing. I would have never done wax sealing on my own if it wasn't for this auto ship. That's kind of why I like Crafter's Companion, because a lot of their stuff gets you involved in different crafts. So I was involved in this wax sealing set. I absolutely fell in love with it and wanted to give my hand into a different way of doing wax sealing. I wasn't a fan of the lighted wax seal type. So I ventured out on Michael's and at Hobby Lobby and on Amazon, and I got a few more products, and I did try out wax sealing, and I absolutely fell in love with it. Shopping on Amazon, Michael's, Crafter's Companion, and Hobby Lobby. So I will get all those supplies out here in a minute, but the ones that I have from Crafter's Companion, I had to actually set on fire, blow in enough wax. It wasn't burning fast enough and get enough wax. By the time I get the wax down, it was getting chilled. So I started to venture out and got other products to see what I would like. So today we're going to test out a few products and see which ones work the best. I have seen tons of videos that use an actual glue gun. I believe this is probably just an actual regular glue gun. I have one separate for my wax glue gun and my regular glue gun. Don't sure a regular glue gun would actually work, but now I have one for my wax seals and one for my actual glue. We shall see if this one is better than the one that is on a burner. This one you actually have a candle that you put underneath that you will light, and it will heat up the wax in a little tiny ladle. This one is an actual electric melter that I did get from Amazon, and this one came with everything that you need to start doing it. It actually gets really hot and does melt. This is the one that I used first. I have not used these two products yet. I did use this wax already, so I know how this one actually works. So we'll go through this. I have not used the glue sticks, but I have used the little tablets from Michael's. So this product is from Amazon. I will list all these products will be in my descriptions. I do not believe you can get any of these sets from Crafter's Companion, but you might still be able to get this set from Crafter's Companion. If you can, it will be in my description below. Today we're going to dabble right into how to make a wax seal, what products work the best, what route I think I will go with. I really did like this route, but I have not used this route. This one you have to use a candle. I am not excited about having a candle lit on my desk just because I think wax sealing, if you had this out, you would have to do this all by itself and not have it too much on your desk. But that could just be the fire cadet and me coming out and coming from a family of firefighters. So I'm not keen on having a candle on my desk, but we will use it today. We're also going to use the hot glue gun. So I'm going to go ahead and set these aside, and I'm going to get out the rest of the supplies that I did pick up from Michael's, Hobby Lobby, and Amazon. This is Michael's, this is Michael's, this is Amazon, this is gonna be Michael's also. And I did order this before Christmas, and now we're in late January. Head and show you the things that I did pick up. Just because I can't make a circle for the life of me, I went ahead and bought a tray where you can pour your wax seals in, and it just gives you that perfect circle, and the little dauber kind of fits in here perfectly. And you can just kind of do a couple of them at the same time, put your glue in there and put a couple in there at the same time, and you're a little bit ahead of the game. So these are the stickers that go on the back. Once you've made a wax seal, you can go ahead and put a sticker on the back and it will make it sticky. I did wax sealing for a challenge I was in, and I made wax seals to go over top of a jar. So that's where I was like, oh, I really like this. This is fun. So for Michael's, and all this stuff was on sale. It was like on clearance. I did get these because I did see a lot of videos where people were using little metal spatulas to kind of scrape their seals, so you can put different colors in there and pop them out a little bit. So I did buy this on Amazon. So I'll put it in the Amazon pile. So this was an actual Michael's As you can see, it's Merry Christmas. It came with another little fancy stampy metal stamp. This was actually from Michael's, also made with love and homemade. Adorable. I'm gonna try, if I do stay with this craft, I'm gonna start trying to find where I can just get the metal tips and not the handles, because I have so many handles now. And you don't need that many handles. So this was another little thing that you want to put your wax on. I did buy this off of Amazon, and you can tell I've already used it. I did do a project, like I said, for Christmas, and I did already use this. This is great to use, perfect. So I did get that from Amazon. I also got these from Amazon, and all they are fancy little metal stamps, basically, that you can put your wax in, and it forms that shape in there. So you can go ahead and press your stamp, and it's in a square. So you would just put your wax in here, and then you would stamp this in the middle, and then that would be your square, would be the outline. So this is another one that's a different shape, another shape, a heart. The heart is relatively big. That would be a lot of wax, and this shape also. So it kind of mimics that shape in there. So I did get these for a bundle off of Amazon. I will link that in my description below with the price and where I did buy them. Again, everything that I have, I will go ahead and link any prices and any links below. I do not have any affiliate links on there. That would just be links going to that actual website. This was a Hobby Lobby. This was Hobby Lobby, which is a great price. I believe I got this one for 40% off, and I think it was $27.90 something, and I got it for 40% off, or maybe even had a half off coupon. So, and it's the alphabet. It's the complete set of alphabet, and it's kind of the cute little, the cute font. So, and then the little tiny wax spoon. I call it a ladle, but I guess they call it a spoon. Then I did get this one also from Michael's. I also got this from Michael's. And I got this one from Hobby Lobby. So I'm going to go ahead and clean off my desk. The first thing we're going to try out is to see what tool to go ahead and use, what heating mechanism we want to use. So I'm going to go all ahead and get all three of these set up, and we're going to melt wax. And the good thing about melting wax is once you melt it and you don't use it, you can let it harden and put it back and use it again. Especially if you're using, now you can't do it on this, but if you're using one of these two, you can go ahead and melt it. Whatever you don't use or any scraps that you might have, you can throw back into your storing tray and use it again and melt it down. So we're gonna go ahead and get all three of these set up and see which one, actually all four of these. We're gonna use all four. We're gonna use electric. This is gonna be a plug-in. This is a glue gun. Actually, it's gonna heat up and melt our wax just like a glue gun. And this is gonna be done by candle, and this is gonna be done by lighting. So we'll go ahead and clean this up and we'll get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and lay down this craft mat that I did get from Hobby Lobby. It is a craft mat that allows you to do any kind of crafting on, stamping, wax sealing, painting, and actual heat embossing. So it does allow you to do a few things on here. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this down just because I want to be able to put my wax seals on there. And if anything spills, it would be easy to clean up. So we're going to go ahead and get this out. And it was only $3.79, and it's relatively big. So we're going to go ahead and use this today. So the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and plug this in and let it get hot. Okay, I have everything plugged in and warming up. Only one I have not done yet is the tea light. But let me go ahead and go through this. This is going to be my wax seal glue gun. I keep on calling it a glue gun because that's actually what it's called. It's called a glue gun. So it says wax seal glue gun. So I'm going to say this is just a regular standard glue gun, and I kind of like it. It's plugged in. It's not rechargeable or anything like that, so you have to plug it into the wall, but I kind of like it. This has one on button. This one is an electric warmer. This one has its own ladle, which I do like. It has its own little valley for the ladle. This one, the ladle just kind of sticks on top and just rests. I do like how this one has the groove and the ladle is kind of in there. So I do like that. So this one's warming up also. So we're going to go ahead. This one says light a tea light candle and place it inside the warmer. Actually, you just put the warmer over top of it. And then put 3 to 4 wax beads inside the spoon. Hold it over the warmer until it melts. So warning, burning within sight, keep away from things that can catch fire, keep away from children and pets. So that's my only concern. I don't have any paper or anything on my desk right now. It's pretty clean. So if you're a crafter and you're going to go ahead and use one of these warmers, I suggest to clean off your table. Don't have any papers or anything that's flammable on your desk. Go ahead and light this. I'm not going to trim the wick. I'm going to leave it the way it is. So we're going to go ahead and light that. It is good to go. We're going to go ahead and put this over top, and all you do is put this over top of the candle. We're going to slide that over here. We're going to go ahead and let our spoon or ladle, I keep on calling it a ladle. It does rest down there pretty nicely, so, but I do like this one how it is. And this one gets very, very hot. It gets extremely, extremely hot. Actually, I'm going to put it on a coaster. I'm gonna go ahead and put that one on a coaster just to make sure. This one seems like it's already warm, so this one's good to go. So what we're gonna do, and we're also gonna test out our wax melt again from Crafter's Companion. I'm gonna put Crafter's Companion here. This one's gonna go here. This one's gonna go here, and this one's gonna go here. So all I'm gonna do is test out what warmers I like the most. So let me go ahead and let this one kind of catch on fire. It is sizzling quite a bit, so we're gonna go ahead and let this one drip. So see how I mean by it just doesn't seem to get hot enough to make a big puddle of wax that you need to make your impression. So it is very pretty wax though. It's looks like it's sparkly. So let me go ahead and let this. It's working a little bit. So let me go ahead and see if that puddle is big enough. I'm thinking that's enough wax. So I'm going to go ahead and blow this one out. You can see a little bit of smoke. I'll lay this one right here. And then I'm just going to get the heart. And all you do is let it fall on top. I'll let gravity do its job. So the next one, so this is why I don't like doing the candles. I'm sure some people do like doing the candles, but I don't like the candles as much. It's not my favorite. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and open this, and we're going to go ahead and do purple because it's a very vibrant color. I think this one may show up better. Yeah, there we go. So 1, 2, we're going to start with 3, and this one is actually hot. You can see the steam coming off of it. So we're going to So we're going to go ahead and let those ones melt, and we'll go ahead and use our glue gun part. Oh. There we go. Does I think it had to have time to melt? Was that pretty? That's a very pretty color. So I think that's enough. So let's go ahead and do that. Put this back down so you can do that. Let's go ahead and grab these ones. We're just going to go ahead and let gravity take us. There we go. And I'm just going to use the ones that I already have. I'll get the other ones out soon. So these ones are melted pretty good. So all we're going to do is take this one. And this one is the tea light. And it's steaming pretty good. It's hot, like it's almost burning. So let's go ahead and pour this right on here. I am not left-handed, so it's gonna look a little funny. It's very hot. So let's go ahead and take this one. I'll let that one. Oh, that one looks really good. So this one's almost melted. And we're just gonna take this guy, and the last one is gonna be a snowflake, and this one is a little bit warmer. Fun. All we're gonna do is go ahead and pour right here. And we're just gonna push it down. So this is the first one that we did, so we're gonna go ahead and peel this one up, peel this one away. It worked pretty good. This is the candlestick. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of that. It's kind of see-through. Didn't make a good round. You have to do a lot to get it to give you a lot of wax. So then let's go ahead and do this one. That one worked really good. That one looked really, really good. I do like that. This one's not ready, so I'll let that one go a little longer. This one worked really good too. This one over here. That one worked really, really well. This one, let's see, it's warm, cool jet. And that one also worked well. So let me go ahead and recap. This one, I'm gonna give this one another try, just to see. So this one, you have to actually light and let it burn. So I'm gonna go ahead and let it get warmed up. This one another chance. So this one just seems like it takes a really long time for you to get enough melted to get yourself a big gloop. So what I was doing, if you can tell, so see, I'm not a fan of this one. It just takes so long for you to get any kind of wax. So what I was doing to get this color was I was just cutting it off and using the wax in this warmer when I made my Christmas wax seals. So I did use this on a Christmas project, and I did not use the actual burning method. I just actually cut it off and put it inside my warmer. So this one I'm gonna go ahead and blow out because it takes forever. So and then it smolders. You have a smoldering mess. So let's go ahead and use this one. So see, it's still smoldering. So I'm not a fan of the candle itself. So let's go ahead and recap. If I had to guess, I do like this one. I just don't like that it's fire. It's a candlelight, tea light. But if you're careful enough, it would work very well. It does leave a burning mark on your bottom of your spoon, so you have to be careful of that. This one is electric, so it doesn't leave any burning or anything like that. This glue will get hard, and you can go ahead and put it back in its little bin. This one worked very, very well. I did like this. It took a little time for it to warm up, but it did give me a nice pool. This one seems like when you use this one, I think it's because the ladle is so big, you have to put so much wax in there to get such a big puddle. Let me go ahead and get this one out. The wax on this one turned out really good. I like this one. This one, it turned out really well. So what I'm gonna do is do another round with these three to see how good they are. We're gonna do a different batch of stamps. So let me go ahead and clean up. The great thing about this is that if you don't like this is kind of thin, though it did go kind of thin. This one is thick. That was another good thing of the spoon being so big. It's a thicker thing, so I think you had to put some more wax on this one. So let me go ahead and clean up. It's gonna be between these three. This one is definitely a no. I'm not gonna do any more burning of the wax. I'm glad that I got something different to use. So we're gonna go ahead and let me clean up. Let me get my spoons cleaned out. pop my glue back into my bin, and we're gonna start another round. Okay, so I'm gonna turn back on all 3 of these, and we're gonna give it another try. So let me go ahead and light this one again. If my lighter will cooperate, let me go ahead and trim that wick down, because that could have been why it was black. Okay, so that one, let that burn for a few minutes. So I actually had so much fun doing this. This one gets extremely hot. And the other thing too is when the wax runs down the side, it will leak into the bowl right here. So that has to be cleaned a little bit. But this spoon is really, really big, so it takes a lot of wax. This one is relatively small, so it gave a bigger puddle. So that's another thing to keep track of too, is how big your spoon is or how big your ladle is. Then I'm gonna put this right on top. I'm gonna go ahead and let that heat up a little bit. It's right over that center. You want that to be right over that hole. So I'm gonna go ahead and let that rest right there. And then what we're gonna do is, I'm just gonna pop this stuff back in here. That's the good thing about wax seals. If you don't like what you did or you have leftovers, just cut it up and put it back in. So we're gonna keep these ones the same. Same colors. We're gonna go here. Just cut that one down. Put that in there. And this one in there. Then this one right here. Go ahead and cut this one up. We're just gonna reuse it. So that's the good thing about these wax melters. This one, you just have to cut up and put it back in one of these. And this one too, if you didn't like this one, you can't reuse it in this. You're gonna have to put it in one of the spoons. So we're gonna set these 2 aside. And these are the only wax seals I've tried. I have not tried any other wax seals. These are the only wax seals I've tried. I do not know how these are compared to other wax seals that are out in the world. So these ones are okay. And like I said, for my Christmas one, instead of melting it, all I did was chop off the ends and with some scissors and put it inside my melter and use it that way. So let me go ahead and peel this off. This is what we did before. And you can see that little bit that we did a second ago didn't give me much coverage. So I'm not really excited about these ones. So we're gonna give this one again another try, and we're gonna give these 2 another try. And I'm gonna put a little bit more wax in this one, just so we have a bigger puddle. So it's gonna take a few minutes to dry, or I'm sorry, a few minutes to melt. So we're gonna wait for this one to melt a little bit more. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and leave this over here, and I'm gonna go ahead and pour and get out my letters. I haven't used my letters yet, and I want to see how they work. They look really cute, and how cute would these be in gold? This would be great for like a wedding invitation. Okay, I'm going to use my cute little tiny mat that I got. I'm going to use the letter A. And we're going to go ahead and give it a good squeeze here. Let gravity work on that one. So we're gonna push that one aside. We're gonna go ahead and use this one. See how good it got, how melted. Looks pretty good. We're gonna use this one with our Merry Christmas. I'm gonna go ahead and fill up this nice big round. This is very big, so it takes a lot of wax beads. So let me go ahead and pour that in there. Let it settle in. Try to get all of it out. That's pretty good. And then what we're going to do is give that a second to settle. We can go ahead and do our Merry Christmas right in the middle. Let that seal a little bit. This one we're going to go ahead and do, I'm going to pour it right here. And you can see that the fire was kind of burning the end of that. So let's go ahead and peel that off. Go ahead and put this back on there, let it melt a little bit. Take this one and go ahead and go right in the middle. This one's a little bit smaller. So we're gonna let these ones settle. How this one did. I do like this little round silicone base. I do like that a lot. I do like working on this mat. It seems to be working really good. So these are those little beads that fell out. So these ones I can save and put in my gold. There's a gold one in here. I'm just gonna throw them in that with that one. So this one I can just go ahead and put right in this one with this right here and use them. Don't waste them. Go ahead and use them. This one again, I'm gonna go ahead and put right here, and I'll show you that. I'm gonna show you once I clean these ones out. I'm gonna go ahead and show you how you can melt down your thing. This one's kind of stuck in there, so this one's gonna be forever a wax seal. So you'd have to really push it out with another one to get it through, or melt it all the way down. Once you get to a certain point, you can't push it anymore. That's about as far as I can go with it. So that's the only bad thing about that, is if you didn't want to use this color, I don't know how you would get this color out and use a different color. So this one would have to run all the way through. There is no, maybe once it cools down, I can kind of try to pop it out somehow, but this is for going to be my gold one for a long time. And how do you push the gold one through without getting another one engaged? I guess you would just, I'm not for sure how you would do that. So this one would be, if you think about it a little bit more, this one would be a done deal. Like you would be with gold for a little while. So these ones you can change out any color you want. So let's go ahead and see if any of these are ready to be popped up. And they are. This one's good. And you can see you get solid coverage right here. This is my A. Looks really, really good. Sorry about the dirty nails because of the soot. But the A looks really, really good. That looks extremely good. Let's go ahead and put this aside. See how this one did. So that peeled out really nice. So that's a lot of coverage. So I don't know if I would have to go as thick through that, or once you push this down, it would make it swell up a little bit. So I think all you have to do is cover the bottom. I kind of went heavy and thick, and that's a little too thick. So let's go ahead and break that through so you can see that this one didn't turn out good, because that's my fault. I went with a little too much. I think all you gotta do is cover that little area, and once you push down, it would flood it. So that's my mistake, because I've never used that before. So this one's good impression, but too much wax. So let's go ahead and set this aside. Let's see how this one did. Oh, that one looks really good. So this is just a little head. This is a lot smaller head than the other ones. You can see the difference in the size. So this one was about 4 wax seals. This one was about 6. I kind of filled the whole entire spoon. And this one came from our glue gun. Again, which one would I choose? So let me go ahead and rate these for you guys. I am going to, this is going to be my number 1. My electric warmer is going to be my number 1, even though my ladle is a little big. I am going to go ahead and go with this being number 1. I'm going to go ahead and go with this one being number 2. I do like the spoon / ladle. I like that how it's a little bit deeper and smaller. You get a better circle in the middle. All of your stuff is better in the middle. This one tends to pour out. You need to use a lot of wax melts to go ahead and get good coverage. I'm going to go ahead and go with number 3 with this. The reason why I'm going number 3 with this is because I do like the puddle it makes. You only have to have 3 squirts and it gives you a nice big coverage. But there's no way to get this color out. It's kind of in there, and I would have to push this all the way out and use this color. So this is going to be number 3, and then this is going to be number 4. And the reason why this is number 4 is just because there is not a good coverage. You can't get enough wax on it. The wick burns too fast and it doesn't give you enough wax that drips down, and they're there kind of a long time. So I'm going to go with number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. So this is electric, this is done by tea light, and this is a glue gun, and this is actually a candle. So hopefully if you're getting started in wax melting, I say stay on it. It's fun, it's creative, I love it. I'm going to be doing more videos on it, but those are my top 4 tools. You're going to see that I'm going to probably use this one the most. I'm probably going to occasionally use this one. I will definitely be using this one if I'm doing all projects in the same color. And these ones I'm just going to kind of use for the wax. I'll probably break them up and use them in one of the 2 melts. So hopefully that helps you decide on what tools to use for your wax melt. So again, this is my number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. So hopefully that helps you figure out everything that you need to know. I hope you like what you saw today. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, lots of love, and I'll see y'all soon. Thank you for watching, my Craft Along buddies. If you loved what you saw today, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, lots of love, and see you